Hey, Lisa, how's it going? It's Gunnar from home here in Nashville. Hope you're great. Thanks for the Cameo request. I appreciate it. Man, you said a lot of things in your write-up on Cameo, and I'm glad you actually came to see us play in Mason City. We had a great time playing there. And you know, the thing is, like with meet and greets, just to let you know, we used to do them all the time. And it's kind of changing. You know, it really depends on the day. We love meeting everybody, and we love doing that. And apologies for not having a meet and greet that one particular day. We're going to start actually scheduling meet and greets. So you'll know in the future when you come to one of our shows if we're going to be doing one or not. And you can opt to go to one of those or not. But that's probably what we're going to be doing. I mean, it really depends on the day. And in Mason City, it was a very, very long day. I always say that some days you work, some days you play. That was one of these days where it's like lots of travel, lots of setting up, sound check, right into the show. And frankly, we were beat. You know, it's kind of one of those things. But I'm grateful that you came to the show, so thanks for that. I appreciate that. And you love the suits. I'm glad. Put a lot of thought into those. You know, there was a guy out here named Manuel, and he's still here. He's still doing his things, but his stuff is really expensive. Like really expensive. Like you could buy a car or buy a suit, one or the other. And I found a really talented guy in India, of all places, who makes knockoffs. So glad you liked him. I like him too. I like wearing the nudie suit thing and doing that. I always have this philosophy that people don't want to see a plumber. They want to see somebody who actually looks like they care about putting on a good show. So thanks. Probably a sign from God that I need to order a couple more for me and Matt. I like at least doing one or two new suits every single year, kind of building up the wardrobe. So we'll do that. Okay, now finally with the giving tree. Yeah, you know, that story hits me pretty hard. It actually always has. Ever since I was a little boy, it's been my favorite book. I remember, too, being really empathetic when I was a child. I was born that way. You know, a lot of it's codependency, you know, an addicted mother and an absent father. And also being an identical twin. I think there's a certain amount of that symbiosis in our relationship that I'm used to. But when I read that book for the first time, man, it really hit me. You know, I thought, wow, that boy was so selfish. You know, I think that when you read that story, it's been told to me before that you either really identify with the boy in the story or the tree. Now, to me, and I guess to you too, from what you wrote, I've always really identified with the tree. And I felt bad for the tree, even as a little boy. But then I realized at the end, I mean, I love that. And the tree was happy. God, I can't even talk about it without choking up. And the tree was happy. God, what a great statement. You know, if giving is what makes you happy, then you really are blessed. And if you can look at it that way, that, you know, your purpose on life is to give to the ones that you love, even at times when they're not grateful for it, even when they take you for granted. And I don't care who you are or what you do. I'm sure we've all been in that situation before. And I think it really hit me hard that particular day. You know, I'm no longer married, and I'm no longer a father. Lost the kids kind of in a divorce. And the giving tree reminds me of that, because that's what I felt like the tree the entire time. And I think I was having a problem with that, with feeling taken for granted and feeling like a wallet and all of those things. And, you know, I just realized in time maybe I was looking at it the wrong way, because at my best, I'm a teacher and I'm a healer. Most of all, I'm a giver. And I need to look at it that way. I was blessed with the opportunity to be able to give to people that needed it, whether or not they acknowledge it or not. And I don't regret that part of it. And I think if you always do your best and you always give your best and do the most you can to make a nice life for the people that you love, then you are a success. So that's why. And that's why it hit me that particular week. There were a lot of changes going on in my life, and they've been going on. And that book, it's amazing how a children's book, even after decades, can still hit you in the heart like that. But truth, and wisdom are timeless. And boy, that's the genius of that book, isn't it? Is that same book hit me as a 4 or 5 year old the same way it does at 57. Yeah, that's why. Great book. My favorite book. Anyways, lots of love to you. Thank you so much for the Cameo request. Sorry I talk so much, and I hope you're having a great night. God bless.